And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Andrew Chung.
Welcome back, everyone. It is 6:41 on this Thursday morning. We are almost to Friday and the weekend. We just have to get through this Thursday morning first and, of course, afternoon. And the issue for this morning is that patchy fog, this pesky patchy fog. And that is lowering visibilities down to 2.5 miles in Rio Grande City, 4 miles in McAllen, Harlingen, and Raymondville, 5 miles in Weslaco and Edinburgh, and 4 in Port Isabel. Right now, 9 miles in Brownsville. But please be careful wherever you are this morning when you drive. Take it easy on the roadways and keep those low beams on. On the radar, things are looking pretty quiet. We had been seeing a few showers well offshore, but it should stay dry for us in the valley. We are in for a warm Thursday afternoon. Right now, it is feeling mild and very muggy. Humidity is 90%. The temperatures are in the lower 70s in Harlingen, mid-70s in Weslaco and McAllen and Brownsville. The winds are from the south-southeast at 7 miles an hour. So here's your day planner forecast. Beware of patchy fog at 8 o'clock this morning. The kids should wear some reflective clothing before school because of the patchy fog. The temperatures will be in the mid-70s at 8 a.m., mid-80s and turning mostly sunny later on this morning around noontime. 87 degrees at 5 p.m. Also mostly sunny skies, so it is going to be a warm and humid Thursday afternoon. The reason for the humidity, we've got winds coming from the south and southeast indicated by the arrows on the surface map. One front is draped over North Texas and Southeast Texas, not moving at this point. And sadly, we have no fronts to talk about here in the valley for the next 6 to 7 days. We're going to have just instead a big ridge of high pressure, stable air mass aloft building over our area. That's going to mean just warm and dry weather for the rest of the week into the weekend with highs in the lower 90s as well as for the first half of next week. It may be by next Thursday that a front finally gets here, but until then, it'll just stay warm and dry. Look at the temperatures across the state of Texas right now. 70 in San Antonio, 61 in Abilene, 65 in Dallas-Fort Worth, 69 in Laredo, 66 in El Paso, 56 in El Paso, and 74 degrees in Houston. Speaking of Houston, how about those Astros, World Series champions? All right, temperatures up north, 37 degrees in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 45 Des Moines, Iowa, 32 in Bismarck, North Dakota, and 30 in Rapid City, South Dakota, 41 right now in Hastings, Nebraska. On Future Track, things stay pretty quiet for today. Just some fog in the morning and some clouds, but otherwise mostly sunny for today. Then partly cloudy skies return for tonight. The model indicates a slight chance of a spotty shower along the coast by tomorrow morning, but for Friday, overall it should be dry, and it looks to be dry for tomorrow evening's high school football game. So on the water, we'll have winds today out of the south to southeast at 10 to 15 knots. The bay waters are a moderate chop. Your next tide is a low tide at 8:07 in the morning, and the seas are 3 to 5 feet. For your afternoon, it is mostly sunny and warm with high temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s. We'll have winds out of the south at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Then partly cloudy skies come back for tonight. And yes, there is that chance again for some patchy overnight fog. It'll be mild tonight with low temperatures in the lower 70s. Here's that 7-day forecast. The high temperatures remain in the lower 90s into the weekend. It stays mostly sunny, warm and dry. But the good news, folks, is that this weekend we get an extra hour of sleep, and that's because daylight saving time ends at 2 a.m. Sunday. So before you go to bed Saturday night, set those clocks back 1 hour because daylight saving time, as I said, ends at 2 a.m. Sunday. It stays dry throughout the weekend into the first half of next week with mostly sunny skies and high temperatures in the upper 80s to around 90. That's your First Warn 5 forecast.